Every class is taught by Mr. Larry Tate.
Is this his... how many... Have we seen Mr. Larry Tate in season 2?
I don't know if we've seen him in season 2, but we've definitely seen him in the show.
But he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
Teaching all of the classes.
Oh, he teaches every class.
He teaches every class.
Did we have any other teachers?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because he taught art class, he taught math class, he taught history class.
Principal,
He's the principal. He was the only adult at Tribeca Prep.
I kind of like that.
I do too. I think it's kind of, I mean, if we're going to suspend disbelief about, a lot of things.
Yeah, and Bill Cott is so great
the best.
and teaches with us at AGB, which is so
Still
fun.
a teacher. And of course, we're getting all the buckaroos and all the Western stuff because anytime Mr. Larry Tate's around.
This horse has been hitched and is on his way to the
stables. The prairie.
This horse is hitched and it's on its way to the prairie.
Oh my Lord.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, this was so distracting. Did you notice it's a totally different baby in Mr. Larry Tate's class?
Yes, I was thinking why didn't they don't you when you have babies
it's usually twins.
Twins. And then they probably can work an hour or something.
Yeah, because of that. Because as you get older, because I think for us after 13, you can work 8 hours. But as you get younger and younger and younger, it's less and less time.
Yeah, and usually you do twins, but this babies did not look similar.
It's a totally different baby for this one scene. And then it's the same baby for the rest of the episode. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the baby got sick, if it was a reshoot, I don't know, but it's so distracting to me because it's a completely different baby. It doesn't even remotely look the same to me, at least.
See, Cupid's cousin.
Cupid, who he turned into for 5 seconds.
You're right.
So after a 3:30 p.m. romantic dinner in the sub shop, complete with Justin's French accent, which comes back with Rosie in season 4 when he's whining and dining her as well.
Right.
So I guess Justin breaks out the French accent quite a bit. And a violinist, Harper starts getting annoyed with Justin because he's becoming very clingy and she doesn't have any time on her own and that she's unable to live like this forever. Cupid then tells Harper that love from his arrow is only temporary.
Have you ever had that where you're in a relationship and someone just is you turn left, they're there, you turn right, they're there, they're smothering you?
Yeah, I was in a relationship like that where I tried to end it at the 6-month mark and he just... And I'm better at drawing boundaries and I'm better at but he just wouldn't go away. So we ended up dating for a while.
5 years?
Because he wouldn't go away. And I literally was just and it's so, I've been really interested in attachment styles recently. And it's so interesting. So people have different attachment styles, right? So there's anxious attachment, there's avoidant attachment, there's secure attachment. I forget the other ones, but it's a whole.
I don't want to be alone attachment kind of thing.
Well, but that's all of them, but it feeds into it. So avoidant attachment is you leave first, and if someone shows interest in you, you shut down and start separating yourself from them because you're afraid you're going to be abandoned, so you want to leave first. Anxious attachment, they tend to go together a lot, and I know those two the best because I oscillate between the two, more so anxious attachment because anxious attachment will seek out people that don't really like them that much because they need to prove that they're lovable. And it all stems from childhood trauma and us trying to, It's
scary.
I mean, it's just, it's what we do as adults, right? We learn protective mechanisms as a kid and we learn the world and then we have to go to therapy and we have to work on ourselves and fix it as an adult and then we die.
Yeah, that's why I do therapy every Monday.
Exactly. But yeah, so to me, people like that bring out, I start to understand the avoidant attachment theory at that point because, I shut down. I shut down when somebody's too up my ass.
Yeah. Well, I do too, Jen.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Get them out. Lube them up. Get them out.
Lube them up. Get them out.
God.
I have to say I'm really happy that I'm not doing
dating? Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
I'm very happy that I'm in a nice...
You lucked out. You're in an amazing relationship.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
You're very lucky. I like Yulia a lot.
She's the best.
Okay, so we're at Tribeca's open house, right? Harper is running away from Justin because he's taking all the fun out of her unrequited obsession.
Right.
Because we're anxious and avoidant and now we flip-flopped.
You're like, I'm the one who makes photo albums and does all this stuff.
Then Cupid's spell runs out and Justin is no longer in love with Harper. Or as Zeke says this is the word I was looking for earlier. He doesn't DACA Harper.
DACA.
Which is the alien language for love, I guess. Max goes to the woodshop to fix Cupid's arrow, and Teresa goes to Alex's marriage and family class. Jerry and Alex meet her there, trying to cover that Alex isn't really taking marriage and family class. Max.
Right. I'm in on it. I'm
in on it,
lie
yeah.
to my wife.
Well, yeah, I guess. Like I
Cover
said,
for the kids.
Because your daughter's already using magic for a problem that magic caused. So, but this is every episode, right? Where you cover for Alex and, And then Max brings Cupid's arrow that's now fixed to the class. Cupid shoots the arrow, but Max has balanced it wrong.
Right.
Right? And then it shoots it into this like cute little old lady's butt.
Who falls in love with Jerry.
You're pretty lovable.
Yeah.
Which then Teresa gets very jealous.
I loved what she said.
Yeah.
She goes, hey, black eyes. And she's like, I don't have black eyes. And she said, well, you will if you keep flirting with my husband, which was interesting because we're in a fight, but yet she's ready to beat up this woman because I'm the husband, I liked that. I felt good that was there.
But go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's funny.
Yeah.
But it also is nice because it shows that even though we're in a fight, there's still that love.
Exactly. Which, it shows just how, like, Teresa and Jerry were, when you love somebody, they can drive you nuts.
Yeah.
You can be angry at them, but at the end of the day, they're still your partner.
Yeah, of course.
They're still your person. And I think, like, this was a perfect example of that, which is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And then she says to Jerry, you're mine, and don't you forget that.
Yeah.
And then the fight they've been having for the 22 minutes of this episode suddenly dissolves.
It's over.
It's over. We ran out of time. Back home, Teresa sticks the arrow in herself to have Cupid finally leave because the family's all like, oh, sorry.
Right. That's the answer to the thing that it has to
be
happen.
Teresa. Right. So she does. She's with chagrin, she sticks it in her butt. And Cupid leaves, and Max tests Teresa's love by breaking the lamp, which immediately breaks Cupid's spell. And we are back where we started with Teresa mad at Jerry for bringing magic into the house.
All right. And I like when the spell breaks, the hearts go out.
Yeah.
They dissipate.
They either come in and then it leaves.
They go out.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like the weird, like, Microsoft, like, screensaver hearts.
It is. Like it looks like the emoji.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, ready.
All right, so in this question of the episode, Cupid is the god of desire, erotic love. Not on Disney. We don't do erotic love on Disney. We do leave room for Jesus love. Attraction and affection. What is your favorite creature or god or human from Greek mythology?
I'm going to go with Poseidon.
Okay.
Because I was traveling in Greece and I had like a connection to the ocean and I had like this moment where I was connecting with Poseidon. Here's Poseidon, right?
You guys were little buddies.
It's me over here.
Hey.
But what men or humans are in
Hercules? Hercules is
he was like half god,
half and half,
yeah.
and then like I think all the Greek mythology people are gonna come after me, but I think not Oedipus,
who didn't Brad Pitt play
Troy?
Yeah, that's a Greek one?
Maybe.
No, or is that a real?
No, I'm thinking of.
I don't know this area.
No, I'm thinking of what's his name? It's Hades Town is based on them. This is going to drive me absolutely crazy. We are not Greek mythological experts.
Well, what?
Like,
how about you?
Like I think Perseus is a human, and the Hades Town one is going to bug me. You know that musical, right?
Don't.
It's really cool. It's one of my favorites right now.
Yeah.
I know you're not a musical person, and it breaks my soul.
But what? So what god?
There's a few. I think they're interesting. Dionysus makes me laugh, but is not my favorite because he's the god of wine, fruitfulness, parties, festivals, madness, chaos, drunkenness.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's like King Bacchus or whatever,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. I think Medusa's probably my favorite.
Ooh.
I love the whole thing of how like she had an affair. She had an affair with Poseidon, and then Athena punished her for that and turned her. And there's it depends because certain depictions of her like this awful, ugly, like what is it called? The Gorgons. She's like they're like the head of the Gorgon monsters and stuff, which like Stranger Things comes back. I'm going on a tangent. But then some of them show her as being really beautiful. So like men want to look at her, even though she's got like snakes for hair and all that kind of stuff. But they turn to stone.
Yeah.
And then I think it's Perseus has to kill her.
All I can think of is right now
her.
is Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, oh yeah,
where he
yeah.
has to go and when I watched it when I was a kid and he had to look at her through the shield.
Mm-hmm.
He had to look at her through the reaction, you know.
Well, now she's the symbol for like sexual assault survivors. Medusa is.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure why that. I mean, I think it's because in the lore I think she was sexually assaulted by Poseidon, and like because I mean in Greek it was so
this is really
complicated,
intense.
and I mean it was like I mean the Iliad and the Odyssey, like there's a lot of just it's violent, you know. But I really like Medusa, and then also the Hydra is cool as hell.